What's up, everybody? Break number 857 BD. 857 BD. This is a case of Leaf Vivid Football. Good luck, everybody. This is a pick your player break. Disclaimer right out the gate: if you skunk in the break, we will send you something as a replacement. We have to send you something in the mail, so please do not request a refund or your spot money back, because we have to send you something. So 1, 2, 4, 6, 8 boxes. 8 boxes. 6 and 2 is 8. Box number 1. A skunk constitutes that you didn't hit anything in the break. So if you have 1 spot, you don't hit anything, that's a skunk. If you have 10 spots and you don't hit anything, that's a skunk. If you have 10 spots and you hit 1 spot in the break, just 1, it is not a skunk. We thank you for being part of the Breaks and Takes Breaks family. And here we go. Good luck, everybody. Good luck, everyone. We got 2 base cards in this. We got 10 autos. Our base cards are all 1 of 1 base cards. So here we go. Let's start with this one. We got Darion Coleman. Darion Coleman. That is a 1 of 1 base card of Darion Coleman. And somebody's going to like this next base card. That is a cracked ice red Jaden Daniels in Technicolor. In glorious Technicolor, Jaden Daniels. JD5. 1 of 1 base card. There it is. Whoop, there it is. Shakalaka. Alright, here we go. And yes, he does sign in this. Allie Jennings. Allie Jennings. That's our first auto of the break, and that's also a 1 of 1. 1 of 1 cracked ice white. Card number 2, Dylan Sampson, Bursting with Talent. Cracked ice, Bursting with Talent. That is 3 out of 3. 3 out of 3. Cam Coleman. Cam Coleman on the auto. That is a Aqua Shimmer to 10. 3 out of 10. We got a green shimmer of Jake Brenningstool. Jake Brenningstool. 2 out of 8. Come on, camera. Don't play around. 2 out of 8. Jake Brenningstool. Blue shimmer. That is Noah Fifita. Noah Fifita. 5 out of 6. 5 out of 6, Noah Fifita. In glorious Technicolor, Tyron Tracy Jr. Tyron Tracy Jr. That is 4 out of 5. 4 out of 5. Blue Lava, Jaden O'Neal. Jaden O'Neal. That is 3 out of 6. Bursting with Talent on the Lava, Antoine Wells Jr. Antoine Wells Jr. 1 out of 2. 1 out of 2. That's a Bursting with Talent red wave. Or red lava. Bursting with Talent, and this young man is the Scat. Cameron Scatabo. On the lasers, silver lasers, 1 of 5. Silver Lasers 1 of 5. This next one's nice, and it's a dual auto. This will be randomized. Joe Montana and Terry Hanratty. That is a double auto 1 of 5 that will go randomed at the end of the break. And that is your last auto of the first box. Box number 2 of 8. Our 2 base cards. First one is a neon of Cade Klubnik. Cade Klubnik on the neon. That is a 1 of 1 neon. And Brady Smeagol on the Domination 2030. Domination 2030. Brady Smeagol 1 of 1. I'm going to zoom you in, give you guys a better picture. Here we go. First auto, that is George McIntyre. George McIntyre on the auto. This is a orange shimmer, 2 out of 4. 2 out of 4 orange shimmer of George McIntyre. Domination 2030. Domination 2030. That is Faison Brandon. Faison Brandon. That is 4 out of 6. 4 out of 6 on the blue. Faison Brandon. On the green, bursting with talent. Green lasers, that is Brady Smeagol. Brady Smeagol. 2 out of 8. On the pure imagination, that is Deuce Knight. Deuce Knight on the pure imagination. That's an acetate card. That's one of my favorite cards they've made. And that is a 1 of 1. 1 of 1 pure imagination of Deuce Knight. Oh, here we go. Gold vinyl. And this is a Memories. Memories. So this is going to be a legend player. Who we got tonight? Oh. How about Rocky Bleier for the Pittsburgh Steelers? Part of that Pittsburgh dynasty back in the 70s. Rocky Bleier, 1 of 1 gold vinyl. That's a cool one for one of you guys legend chasers out there. All right, on the Aqua, Neiman Lawrence. Aqua, Neiman Lawrence, 3 out of 10. 3 out of 10. For my boy Seth, Neon Tyreek Hill. Dude, you should take Tyreek Hill every break almost. All right, Seth, and that is a 3 out of 4 on the Freak. Tyreek the Freak Hill. Bursting with talent. There's Justice Haynes. Justice Haynes. Green cracked ice, bursting with talent. There is 7 out of 8. 7 out of 8. Bryce Underwood Bryce Underwood, that looks like it's red shimmer. If that's red shimmer, it's to 2. It is 2 out of 2 on the Bryce Underwood red shimmer. And our final auto of this box number 2, it looks like a quad. And it is. That is a quad of Bryce Underwood. Come on, camera. Bryce Underwood, Deuce Knight, Kamario Taylor, and Juju Lewis. Colorful quads. You're welcome. You're welcome, Seth. And that is 1 out of 6. That is a quad randomizer after the break. Box number 3. So far, these first 2 boxes have been loaded. First 2 boxes have been loaded. Holy cow. Box number 3. Here's our 2 base cards. Byram Brown. Byram Brown on the purple lasers. 1 of 1. Purple lasers, 1 of 1. And Israel Abrams. Israel Abrams on the blue. 1 of 1. Our first auto, that's Quentin Gibson. Quentin Gibson on the white lasers. 3 out of 5. 3 out of 5. On the beige, Mark Gronowski. Mark Gronowski. 2 out of 4. I watched him play last weekend. Played pretty good. Curtis Rourke. Curtis Rourke. Blue Lava. 4 out of 6. On the Aqua Bursting with Talent, Derek Zammit. Aqua Bursting with Talent on the cracked ice, 6 out of 10. 6 out of 10. Purple, Omarion Hampton. Purple Lava, Omarion Hampton. Now with the Chargers, 2 out of 7. Antoine Hill Jr. That looks silver. That looks like it's silver. 1 out of 3. 1 out of 3 on the silver lava. Or silver wave. We'll call it lava. DJ Bordeaux. DJ Bordeaux, 7 out of 8 on the green. I was going to say there's a logo on his helmet, but it's not. It's actually his number. I would have been very interesting to find a logo on the helmet. Bo Collins. Bo Collins. That again looks silver. It is 1 out of 3 on the silver. Micromanagers. Don't mess with me, Seth. Don't mess with me. I can go in and change your shipping too, buddy. I'll charge you double also. Woo! Here's a nice one. Peyton Manning. On the neon. Peyton Manning. And that is 5 out of 10. 5 out of 10 on the Peyton Manning. And our last card out of this box. Looks like an entertainment card. It is entertainment. This is going to be a movie star. Who do we have tonight? Alan Richson. Richson? Alan Richson. I know who he is. He played in Blue Mountain State. He was that linebacker, wasn't he? And he came back for... That's a 101, guys. Too many conversations going on. It's a nice 101 of Alan Richardson. Box number 4. Box number 4. Our 2 base cards. Troy Hune. That should be a 101. It is. And Derek Zammit. 101. Our first auto of box 4. It's green and it's Peyton Falzone. Peyton Falzone on the green shimmer. That one is to 8. 3 out of 8. We got purple of Brandon Arrington. 7 out of 7. 7 out of 7. 7 come 11. Oh no, we're not in Vegas. Jackson Taylor on the purple. Purple shimmer Jackson Taylor. That is 6 out of 7. Aqua Bryce Kane. Bryce Kane on the Aqua. 3 out of 10. Aqua Noah Roberts. Noah Roberts on the Aqua. 6 out of 10. We got a white and purple lava of Donovan Green. 1 out of 5. 1 out of 5. Purple, Justin Williams. Justin Williams on the purple. That is 4 out of 7. We got a green, Chimere Dike. 8 out of 8. In glorious Technicolor, that looks gold shimmer. That could be a 101. Let's see what we got here. DJ Lagway, show us your number. 1 out of 4 in the bronze. It's bronze, not gold. And our last card of box 4. It's another entertainment. It's a purple entertainment. Purple entertainment. Of Elizabeth Shue. Elizabeth Shue. One of my first crushes as a kid. One of 1 Elizabeth Shue. Box number 5. Yeah, I hear you, brother. I hear you. I understand completely, Seth. I watch a lot of college football, so. 2 base cards. Here we go. First one. How about Diabell? Diabell, Inglorious Technicolor, 1 of 1. And Jared Curtis on the Domination 2030. Domination 2030. 1 of 1. Here we go with our autos. That's Eli Holstein. That looks like a yellow lasers. Yellow lasers of Eli Holstein, and that's a 1 of 1. 1 of 1 auto, Eli Holstein. Inglorious Technicolor. There's Braden Fowler Nicolsi. Braden Fowler Nicolsi, green, 4 out of 8. 4 out of 8. On the blue lasers, I almost told you, Seth, to buy this guy. He seems to come out in every one of my breaks so far lately. Dylan Gabriel. When you asked me, this was the one guy that came to my head. 6 out of 10. The starting quarterback for the Cleveland Browns, Dylan Gabriel. Congrats to the Dylan Gabriel spot. On the purple, bursting with talent, that's Helaman Kasuga. Kasuga. And that is 7 out of 7. Blue, Ulysses Bentley the Fourth. Ulysses Bentley the Fourth. And that is 6 out of 6 on Mr. Bentley. Lamar Bo Jackson on the aqua. Lamar Bo Jackson, 4 out of 10. Inglorious Technicolor Shimmer, that is Jabari Brady. Jabari Brady, 1 of 1 black. Black Shimmer, Jabari Brady. Bursting with that talent. This is another guy that seems to be in every case. Oscar Rios. That is 6 out of 10. 6 out of 10 on the Oscar. And John Mateer, bursting with talent, purple. John Mateer, 7 out of 7. And we have another randomizer. Another randomizer. This is a dual or a triple? It's a triple. Of Omarion Hampton, Travion Henderson, and Bashul Tutin. And that is a 1 of 1 triple. 1 of 1 triple auto. Alright, while I'm opening box number 6, just a reminder, if you skunk in the break, please do not request a refund on shipping or your spot. People have done it, so we will ship you something. We make skunk packs. A skunk constitutes that if you have 1 spot and you don't hit anything, that's a skunk. If you have 10 spots and you don't hit anything, that's a skunk. If you have 10 spots but you hit 1 spot of those 10, that is no longer a skunk. You have hit in the break. So just a reminder. Alright, our first 2 base cards. Ollie Gordon. Ollie Gordon on the white cracked ice. That is a 1 of 1. And on the pure imagination, made his first start for Penn State this weekend, Ethan Gruckenmeyer. Ethan Grekemeyer, 1/1. Came in because Drew Allar got hurt last week, but he made his first start this weekend. Unfortunately, Penn State still lost. Trey Taylor. That is on the bronze cracked ice. No, it's not. That's gold. 1/1 Trey Taylor. Gold. Green. There's Trech Kekahuna. Green. That is 5/8. Aqua. Austin Simmons. Austin Simmons on the Aqua Laser. That is numbered 8/10. 8/10. Domination 2030. There's Jared Curtis on the auto. Jared Curtis on the auto. And that one is 3/10. R Blitz, which one do you like? The Jared Curtis? Tristan Keys on the red. The Simmons? Nice, bro. Nice. Tristan Keys, I think that's a red to 2. It's not. It's a red 1/1. Red 1/1 auto of Tristan Keys. I see the gold in there now. I see the gold right there. Nice, Blitz. Nice. Tajay Brooks. That looks like a black laser. Black laser, if that is, that should be a 1/1. It is. Tajay Brooks, 1/1. This case has had a lot of 1/1s. I'm impressed. Beckham Kritza. I've never heard of this guy. 5/10. This is the first time I've ever pulled his auto, but that's pretty cool. I like the guy's name. I wish I knew more about him. Salisi Moa on the lava. 5/6. 5/6. How about this big boy right there? Ashton Jeanty, green lava. Ashton Jeanty, green lava. And that is 1/8. 1/8. And I think this is an Inglorious Technicolor. This is a Technicolor. Looks like a gold lava. And that is John Elway. John Elway on the auto. Gold shimmer. Inglorious Technicolor. It's bronze. 4/4. It's bronze. Not gold. That's alright. It's still John Elway. 4/4 on the auto. It's the first time I've ever pulled a John Elway auto. I've pulled so many good autos out of these products, but that's a first John Elway for me. Nice, Seth. I've never seen one. I've never pulled one. Box number 7. Box number 7. This has been a Legends box. Between the Manning, the Montana, the Elway. I mean, crazy good. Alright, here we go. First up, 1/1, Noah Kaniga. Noah Kaniga on the purple shimmer, 1/1. And how about an Ashton Jeanty 1/1, bursting with talent? Just to Just a little bit extra right there. Just a little extra. First auto, green cracked ice of Gerard Pringle. Gerard Pringle, 5 out of 8. Silver cracked ice of Caleb Jackson. Caleb Jackson on the silver ice. That's 2 out of 3. We'll do a randomizer at the end, our Blitz. We will do a randomizer on random.org. Harlem Berry on the green lava, bursting with talent. That is 3 out of 8. Everybody will see. I broadcast it live. Derek Cooper on the aqua. Derek Cooper. Oh, Jared Curtis always comes out. 7 out of 10. No problem, our Blitz. You'll see, my friend. It'll be pretty cool. It's a lot of fun. Everybody gets a chance. That's on the card. Elijah Haven. Elijah Haven, Domination 2030, 5 out of 5. That's a 5 out of 5. Elijah Haven. How about a neon? Peyton Houston. Peyton Houston neon. That penny sleeve didn't like me. That is a 3 of 5. 3 of 5 Peyton Houston on the neon. That is Jack Andrews. Jack Andrews on the Aqua Shimmer. It's 3 out of 10. Israel Abrams is bursting with talent on the Aqua Cracked Ice. That is 7 out of 10. 7 out of 10. Cade Klubnik. Cade Klubnik, blue cracked ice. And that's a 1 of 1 Cade Klubnik auto. And we have another randomizer. We have another dual auto. And this one, oh geez, Dylan Gabriel and Dylan Sampson. Dylan Gabriel and Dylan Sampson, 3 out of 10. I should have told you to go for Dylan Gabriel, Seth. You never know. That'll be randomed at the end. We got 1 box to go. We got 4 randoms, I think, so far. Yep, 4 randoms. After this box, I'll set up the randomizer. And we'll have some fun for the people who win. I'm sorry for the people who don't. Box number 8. We may still have 1 more random in here, but let's see. Alright, last box. Good luck. Yeah, no kidding, right? Jack Andrews on the blue lava 1 of 1. Jack Andrews. And JT Lindsay. JT Lindsay lava 1 of 1. All right, our last 10 autos of the break. Here we go. Let's start with an Aqua. Aqua Ryder Lions. That is a 4 out of 10 on the Ryder Lions Aqua. We got a green lasers of Nick Harbor. Nick Harbor, Green Lasers, 4 out of 8. 4 out of 8. That's an Aqua. That is Peter Bork. Peter Bork, 10 out of 10. On the green shimmer, he's the starting quarterback for the Washington Huskies, DeMond Williams Jr., 3 out of 8. 3 out of 8. I believe he's a sophomore this year. He's going to be real good. He's going to be real good. On the bronze, Makai Lemon. Makai Lemon, 1 out of 4. 1 out of 4. Yes, I watch too much college football. On the Aqua, Jaden Baugh. Jaden Baugh, bursting with talent. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. Jaden Baugh. This looks like a red shimmer. That's Jamie French. Jamie French, red shimmer, 2 out of 2. Final few cards. Here we go. On the Aqua, Donovan Olugbode. Aqua shimmer, 1 out of 10. There's the man out of Arizona State, Sam Leavitt. Sam Leavitt. Leavitt, Levitt, love it. 3 out of 5. Now he needs to get healthy again for Arizona State. Congrats to the Sam Leavitt spot. And our final auto, it's another random, so we're going to have 5. 5 randoms. This one, it looks like a triple. It is. Triple exposure. That is 3 young, good players. Ryder Lyons, Brady Smeagol, and Oscar Rios. On the triple exposure, 1 of 1. Alright, guys. There's your break. Let me set up the randomizer. We got these 2 duals, these 2 triple exposures, and a colorful quad. Colorful quad. So let me set these up real quick. Take me 2 minutes. Congrats on the break to everybody. All right. All right, we are all set up. Let me get the screen changed over. YouTube, you should be switching over right now. eBay, you're coming with me. You are coming with me, eBay. Here we go. Whoop. There we go. This is a randomizer. Here we go. Alright, we're going to roll the dice. Got to be 5 or higher on the dice. 5 or higher on the dice. Here we go. It is a 6. Alright, eBay, there we go. Zoomed in a little bit more. Here we go. First one, Dylan Gabriel and Dylan Sampson. Gabriel Sampson, we're going 6 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 times. 6 times, that's going to the Dylan Gabriel spot. Next up, we have Montana, Joe Montana, and Terry Hanratty. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and last time. That's going to the Hanratty spot. Hanratty spot. Omarion Hampton, Travion Henderson, and Bashul Tutin. 6 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 times. 6 times on the random. That's going to the Omarion Hampton spot. Excuse me, guys. Sorry about that. I dropped my pen. Alright, next one up. This is going to be Ryder Lyons, Brady Smeagol, and Oscar Rios. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 times. 6 times, that's going to the Brady Smeagol spot. Brady Smeagol. And our last one. This is going to be Bryce Underwood, Deuce Knight, Kamario Taylor, and Juju Lewis. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and our last time 6 times. 6 times, that's going to the Bryce Underwood spot. Bryce Underwood. Go back to our eBay. Here we go. And that our blitz is what is called a randomizer, my friend. All right. Dylan Gabriel, Dylan Sampson went to Dylan Gabriel. Joe Montana, Terry Hanratty goes to Terry Hanratty. Omarion Hampton, Travion Henderson, and Bashul Tutin goes to Omarion Hampton. Ryder Lyons, Brady Smeagol, and Oscar Rios went to Brady Smeagol. And Bryce Underwood, Deuce Knight, Kamario Taylor, Juju Lewis went to Bryce Underwood. Those are the randoms. Now we're going to recap our break. Here we go. Gonna zoom back in eBay. There you go. Here we go, guys. Alright, these are to 10. Donovan Olugbode, Jaden Baugh, Peter Bork, Ryder Lyons, Israel Abrams, Jack Andrews, Derek Cooper, Bakeem Kritza, Jared Curtis, Austin Simmons, Oscar Rios. We have Lamar Bo Jackson, Dylan Gabriel, Noah Roberts, Bryce Kane, Derek Zammit, Neiman Lawrence, and Cam Coleman. 2-8. We got Demond Williams Jr., Nick Harbour, Harlem Berry, Gerard Pringle, Trech Kekahuna, Braden Fowler Nicolosi, Chimere Dike, Peyton Falzoni, DJ Bordeaux, Justice Haynes, Brady Smeagol, Jake Brenningstool. To 7, John Mateer, Helema Kasuga, Justin Williams, Jackson Taylor, Brandon Arrington, Omarion Hampton. To 6, Salisi Moa, Ulysses Bentley IV, Curtis Rourke, that's Faison Brandon, Jaden O'Neill, and Noah Fafita. To 5, Sam Leavitt, Peyton Houston, Elijah Haven, Donovan Green, Quentin Gibson, Cameron Scatabo, and Tyron Tracy Jr. By the way, these guys are teammates on the New York Giants. Alright, Malachi Lemon is to 4 with DJ Lagway, Mark Gronowski, Tyreek Hill, and George McIntyre. To 3, Caleb Jackson, Bo Collins, Antoine Hill Jr., and Dylan Sampson. To 2, Jamie French, Bryce Underwood, and Antoine Wells Jr. Recap one more time. This one went to Dylan Gabriel. There's Terry Hanratty. This one went to Omarion Hampton. This one went to Brady Smeagol, and this one went to Bryce Underwood. Our 1-of-1 base cards. 1-of-1 base cards. JT Lindsay, Jack Endries, Noah Kaniga, Ethan Gruckemeyer, Ollie Gordon, Jared Curtis, Dia Bell, Derek Zammit, Troy Hunn, Israel Abrams, Byron Brown, Brady Smeagol, Cade Klubnik, Darion Coleman, and Jaden Daniels. Yes, the Jaden Daniels. Alright, these are our 1-of-1 autos. Cade Klubnik, Tajay Brooks, Tristan Keys, Trey Taylor, Jabari Brady, Eli Holstein, Rocky Blyer, Deuce Knight, Ali Jennings. The cards I thought that were the hits of the break. Ashton Jeanty on the base and on the auto. Congrats to the Jeanty spot. On the entertainment, Alan Richson. On the entertainment, Elizabeth Shue. On the neon, Peyton Manning, who went to Denver after John Elway was there. Peyton Manning, John Elway, best 2 hits of the break for sure. You guys, there's your break. Appreciate you all for being here. Hope you guys had a good time. If you didn't hit, I'm sorry. We'll get you out there something in the mail. Have yourself a great night and see you next time. Peace.